Joining us in the studio is the Media Relations and CSR Manager for Emirates National Oil Company, ENOC, Mr. Noaman Al-Saleh. How are you doing this evening, sir? And thank you for taking the time to join us.
You're welcome. I'm doing great, except the black cat I saw outside on the way in.
Are you superstitious by any chance?
No, I'm not superstitious. The door didn't open, actually, when I walked in.
Yeah, no, we have one or two neighborhood cats that are treated quite well and are fed by staff here and everything. So they're well loved and cared for. So no need to fear when they walk across your path.
Well, no, I wasn't feared. I could tell the cat was even really healthy.
Now, Noaman, I appreciate you coming in today. One of the stories we'd like to really get into is the 60% of Arab population in the MENA region to be online by 2020, and we'll hold on to that thought for just a minute. Let's take a look at corporate social responsibility. Just explain to us what exactly that entails and how you are getting involved in that as a company.
Well, corporate social responsibility is a simple thing. It's just doing the right thing to whenever it's needed and how is it done? It's been brought various companies use it to raise up their bottom line. They use it financially. Some of them use it for media-wise. Some of them use it to establish a contact with the stakeholders. As you know, customers are one of the stakeholders at the end of the day. They race into it. But at the end of the day, what we do in ENOC, we strategize it. We build a policy on CSR. And we define which method we want to use and which kind of CSR activity we'd like to approach. In our case, we have focused on education, environment. Those are the main ones that we look at all the time, and all our exercise and initiatives. And so is our partners. We define them, we look at their strategies and where they want to approach to it, and we all actually gather or engage into certain initiative that approaches or lead to education and environment.
Do you think that there could be more corporate social responsibility from other businesses in the region?
Oh, yeah. That's a good question. I mean, still so far we approached above 20 last year initiatives on corporate social responsibilities. The beneficiary were we special needs. Some of it, one of the major ones, I think it was interviewed in one of your shows, was the Green Station, where we launched the first green station in the Middle East. It was total green. I mean, from the buildings to the lighting, to the electricity, to the recycling system, to even biodegradable things.
This is the one in it's in the Meadows, is that right?
It's the one in the Meadows, yeah. We launched it on the 5th of Jan. It was the first one, honestly. I mean, there are around 30 initiatives in that station itself, the service station. Now, that's for the customers. I mean, a lot of people ask us, why you do this? Well, at the end of the day, you're selling gasoline and diesel. We say, yes, our diesel actually is even one of the lower sulfate diesel. So, you get less, let's say, particulate per millions or damage to the environment. So, kind of clean diesel, we call it the green diesel. So, even the oil that goes in the engine. So we portray our CSR initiatives not only by the activity, it's by our business processes. Now that's for the customer. Now internally, we have our own awareness campaigns. We have if you're going to go in details now, it's like code of conduct and governance. That's all in social responsibility.
What are the benefits for you as a company bringing out corporate social responsibility where there's even someone in charge of corporate social responsibility like yourself?
Oh, no, you want to take me off my place, isn't it?
No, I'm not asking you to take yourself. But what are the benefits for the company, besides it being a good thing?
It's, as I say, it's one of the pillars. There's like 3-4 pillars in social responsibility. Some people call it 3, some people call 4. Your economy, your workforce, your environment, and your society or social. So the benefit for us is to build link with all of our stakeholders and to benefit where we at. We have business in the country. We have business in each Emirates, in each. If I will go ENOC, we'll have business in each street of Dubai. So we try to give back some of what we get back from our stakeholders. Now, if you go like simple campaigns, people drive. I'll just give you a simple example. People drive cars. I mean, people sometimes get off their thoughts and they start driving fast or reckless without seatbelts, using the phone. When we see the numbers in the newspaper, a lot of it's become like controversial and there's more accidents. So we try to build a campaign on safety. These are our clients, so the more they come in, the more we sell. So we're building some kind of sort of a link with them, trying to give them a little bit awareness. Drive slow, be careful, use your seatbelt. This is the casualty what could happen. And Ramadan, the same. There was a report that came out in one of the newspaper, says most of the accident happens before the iftar times. People are rushing home.
Yeah.
And they because of their sugar level drop down, so they get dizzy and all that, and they start to go on accidents. What we start to do, we build up another campaign. As with one of the car agencies here, or trademark, and we told them, like, spray a couple. We start to give them water spray on to spray their face just to wake up, and little brochures. So we build. As the stories goes on the news, we keep our eyes open on what's happening, and we build our campaign based on that.
As a man who's involved in the CSR initiatives in town, what do you see as the hindrance for other companies from getting into CSR?
The buy-in. That's the main thing. You get to get the people who's on the top to buy in. You have to look at your stakeholders. You have to look actually at your business process. Who's your client? I mean, our CSR doesn't hold only in customers. It's hold even we do things for our vendors and suppliers. It's not for them. It's actually for the environment. Now that's count. We ask them to use things electronically instead of driving to our headquarters and deliver their invoices or product or catalog or wherever it is they have to come for. So at the end of the day, who benefits out of this? The environment. But who lives in this environment? People. So what they should do, they should try to get their strategy straight out. They should try to build their buy-ins, getting their leaders or their chief executive or the directors to buy into the initiative itself and to buy into the concept of CSR. And then trying to benefit out of it, whether using the media, whether using communication, some sort of another. And that will actually come back and a benefit for them, whether it's a financial increasing number of clients or customers, or at the end of the day, being known as a good brand that's very social. You just brought an idea, I remember, as one of my presentation slides for the upcoming days. The Chamber of Commerce came up with a study. It shows that 65% actually, of the public here in UAE rather buy a product that has to deal with social responsibility. I mean, people are aware about it. They know what social responsibility. They know what they do. We were in a fundraise a couple of days ago, and I was surprised at the numbers. I mean, it was packed. The place was packed. Kids who's are much aware about social responsibility right now. I don't think companies are in the back. They know what they should do, but just to get them buy-in, they just have to work a little bit. I mean, Enoch has been since it began into social responsibility, and this is one of the things that we all are proud of. It's a local company, and it's been doing a lot of activities. Whether it's, as I say, whether it's an environment, whether it's doing special need. That's what we are in for now for 3 years, or anything. Empower them, educate them. So they just have to take that extra notch and just start doing these good things.
Where would you like to see more involvement with Enoch getting involved in more corporate social responsibility? Where are your goals over the next 6 months?
Well, our goal, where I will see them, that will actually increase the workload I have, but at the end of the day, no, we have our calendar. We have our calendar for the whole year.
Yeah.
We plan our calendar based on the year before, because we do a gap analysis on the activity that we conduct. And that's give us a little insight of what's needed more. We do our survey. We do a market survey on CSR. And we do a survey internally. We see what the let's say, I won't say, keep saying the stakeholder. We see what our client want to see. We see what the public need to want. And what beside the media, we see what's even the internal employee, what they want to see more. And that's where we work at.
I'm just wondering now, man, you were talking there about reacting to certain things you see in the media, the spray on your face for people to stay awake and everything else, which is good to see. But what are you doing proactively to take a lead? Because, I mean, Enoch's a big company.
Yes.
Big concern. What are you doing to take a proactive lead in the field?
That's what I say. Like, we started this year by, first of all, introducing that there was no controversial story about station being green. We thought about it a long time ago, and it came alive this year on the 5th of Jan. We did another thing. We looked at the special need. Our workplaces, I mean, everyone is healthy. It's packed with people. But however, special needs is a layer of the society that we need to integrate them, into workplaces. So we start to do more initiatives on special need. We start to act actively in that field. The other thing is educating, and Learning and Development Center has been actively in our section, where we start to enhance even the employee knowledge. I mean, whether it's work, whether it's other field. So we're trying to touch each pillar. Now, if I say around 20 initiatives, you could tell. I mean, those not always the stories. 6 of them is our own initiatives, our own lead, where we seek partners. One of the stories is one of the things we did last year with Aramex on Pakistan relief. That was one of the things where we took the lead in that, and we used our station as a collection point, and then we engaged the employee into volunteering and packing these the package itself to be sent out. It was done even with the Red Crescent, and it worked well. So we usually these are one of the stories where, as comes out of the newspaper, and there's the other are our own initiatives.
Mark said something interesting here by text. Thank you, Mark, for your opinion. He's saying, why is it that Enoch has so few service stations? Now, he's contradicting what you're saying, but he says most stations are always very overcrowded. Surely more stations means more bottom line and better service.
I don't think there's a few stations. We have around in Dubai itself above 80, and where if you look around the total numbers are 170 stations in Dubai and the Northern Emirates.
But this is a branding thing, isn't it? It's Enoch and EPCO. You're including
where they're both.
They're
both Enoch and EPCO. They're both. They're all both one company. Just like a branding matter, Enoch itself, and there's Enoch and there's EPCO, but they're all the same one.
What's the difference, by the way, between Enoch and EPCO? Why the two brands in one market?
No, because one has been there, and then Enoch came out.
Okay.
It just came out at the end, and they just had the brand out. Well, we say like the mother and the daughter. That's all. One was the mother, and one was the daughter. And then the daughter became the mother, and that's it.
Well, let me go back to Mark's question then. What's the process for opening up more gas stations? Is it a lengthy process for permissions? I'll give you an example. Driving down the bypass road, the 611.
Okay.
I often wonder why there are no gas stations.
It's a new road. Usually a new road that takes time to build, I think, station and those. But as I'm aware of, but the main roads that we drive at, and the increased number of the population in Dubai always demand new station, and those we follow it up as long as there is a need. I mean, whenever there's a new station, a new road comes out, it takes time, but by the end of the day, we go ahead and build.
We're talking to the Media Relations and CSR Manager for Emirates National Oil Company, Enoch, Mr. Noaman Al-Saleh. We're talking not only about CSR, we also want to talk about the online penetration for Arabic content. We'll get into that shortly.